Everything is as it is. Everything is as it is. I've been saying this for the past like 2 minutes or something. Um, because I was a little bit like I'm sorry, I'm like seeing patterns, and it's like the universe is like smiling at me or something, or I don't know. But I feel much better right now. Um always when I just start talking to myself and letting myself be angry or sad or frustrated and whatever at the start, and asking myself and going deeper with why do I feel like that and stuff. And it's like I really enjoy, like, whenever I start talking to myself and stuff, I start really enjoying just being with myself. I like appreciate it more. And I'm like, oh, darling, you're so cute. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, it's okay. Like, everything is already here. And it's like, I understand your frustrations, but things are as they are supposed to be right now. You know what I mean? We vibe on a different, like, time, like, frequency, so I have to match that frequency. um and time also moves differently, so it's like it's coming, girl, like, just it's coming. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and you're doing so great. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Just do it. Just do it. I promise you. Like, stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Doubting yourself looks not so great on you. I promise you, loving yourself and being who you are and being you and doing what you want to do and allowing yourself to just be and love yourself for it, and also just love when you're angry, love when you're frustrated, or love when you're feeling whatever feeling that you're feeling. Like, love when you're having everything, like negative emotions, negative feelings, negative thoughts, or whatever, and just being okay with it and just seeing it and just like observing it and not judging it and just being okay with it. Like, I think that was, I would say, like, that's what I feel like my biggest lesson is right now too. Like, not only that, but yeah, it all comes down to that, because it's like I felt like the feeling of, I have to allow people to I have to allow people to help me. Like, I have to be okay. Like, it's like I've been hurt a lot, so it's really like difficult to open. It's challenging to open your, like, lower your walls and stuff to other people helping you or being there for you, or mm, because I've always been like doing the things by myself. I've always dealt with things by myself. I never really enjoyed or really liked having people in my business. And I would always, yeah, I would always lie to people, telling them that everything is good or my relationship is good and this is good and that is good. And I was just really embarrassed of myself a lot. And it's like I went through everything just alone. You know what I mean? Everything alone. Like, just everything. My emotions, my feelings since I was a child. Because my mom was not really there for me emotionally. So I had to be there for her emotionally. So, you know, um things were like that. And right now that everything is as it is right now, I have been going through some tests where life has been, I guess, I would say testing me or something, because it definitely feels like that, because I know there are some big opportunities if I allow people to also help me and be there for me. And because it's like, what the fuck, the hypocrisy. I want to have like a community of like-minded people, of loving people, or of people who motivate each other, and that we're there together, and that we see through the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, of this system that we're in, and everything that is going on, and everything that is blocking us from being our true selves, you know so it's like, I want to have this whole community, and I want to have people that are there for me, like, as in, they want to see me for who I am and not anything else, you know what I mean? And that's just all I want, literally. Like, I want that, but I don't allow people in my life to just help me. Like, I want to help others. I want us to like help others and be there for each other. Like, I want us to be there for each other, but I don't allow myself to get help. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I know the power of a community and how much it can give you, but why don't I allow that community to be there for me too? You know what I mean? Like, why don't I open my doors to people in my life to help me? Because, not because I am the only one thinking this way that I'm thinking, and that I want to help people like genuinely and stuff, that there are no other people like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I know I went through like some fucked up shit, but it's like, not everyone is like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I have to also, I think, open my mind a little bit more to the idea, because it's like, I understand you've been hurt a lot, so it breaks your trust. It breaks it completely. It breaks it to a point where you just isolate yourself, because it's like, no one can be my friend, no one can. But if you allow that, then no one will come. And I've been like thinking that like my whole life, you know what I mean? And I was really just reserved and like, like, by myself, like, energy wise. Like, I was just always by myself, where I had like two like real friends, you know what I mean? Other people were just around me. Like, I had friends who always had like like a lot of people, like a lot of friends, and would call everyone their best friend and stuff. And I would be like, whoa, I only have two best friends. Like, I only have two people, and they don't even like each other. That they don't even like each other, and like, the one doesn't want to be my friend because I'm friends with the other person, and blah blah blah. Like, it's a whole thing too. And one of them cut it off, like, cut like cut our friendship off a couple of years ago. And after that, like, after that whole thing, like, I obviously realized that right now I would obviously not act the way that I did, because it was a whole miscommunication, but it was also a whole ego thing, where, because she didn't text me anymore after I texted her, uh I she didn't text me anymore. Like, she didn't text me anymore, and I didn't text her anymore. So it was a whole ego thing. And like, her daughter's birthday came around, and I wasn't invited. So I was like, whoa, it's real. It's like, she mad, you know what I mean? And right now, I would like have texted her. Like, I would be like, like, I'm sorry for, like, I want to know what happened. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry for not texting you and stuff. Like, what's wrong? What's up? Is there something I did or whatever? You know, I wouldn't even let it go. I wouldn't even let that happen like that. You know what I mean? What happened? But it was really a misunderstanding, miscommunication. And then my sister's birthday came around, and normally she always tells me happy birthday for my sister. And then my birthday came around because it's literally 1 month after my sister's birthday. Um, she didn't text me happy birthday. This was like years ago, a couple of years ago, like fucking 3 years ago. Three? Yeah, I think 3 years ago. No, 4 years ago. This happened in 2021. I'm pretty sure. I think so. I think 2021, yeah. Yup, 2021 because 2022 I went to Curacao. Yup, it happened in 2021. Yeah, damn, that's like 4 years ago. Crazy. Damn, damn, 4 years passed like that. It's okay though. A lot of good things happened, but um, so yeah, she also like in the December I just uh I lowered down my ego and I just fucking texted her. I was like, "Can you just tell me what's wrong?" and blah blah. And she was also like mad because I befriended the that friend I was talking about that was my best friend, that they don't didn't like each other, that I befriended her again because we also before that, like in 2019, I broke contact with the other friend because again I was going through shit, and I didn't like the way she talked to me and stuff, and I felt like not hurt. So I was like, I don't want friends like that, blah blah. So I cut contact, and then in 2021, I just texted her and was like, "Can we talk?" And she called me, and we became like we reconnected like nothing happened because we were friends since 2014 or something. So we knew each other since school, and she was my neighbor, and she was my best friend. She saw me go through a lot of shit. So to have that broken friendship like that because of an ego thing really just made no sense to me anymore. And I just said sorry to her and stuff. But yeah, the other friend was mad that I got became friends with that other girl again because she thought that we would talk about her. And for me that was stupid because it's like me and that other friend, we know like we know about each other, that we talked shit about each other because before we became friends she hated me, and I eventually started to hate her because I was like, why the fuck do you hate me, then I hate you. But we were literally 14, we were 13 14 years old, so we were kids. And then um whenever we weren't friends, I would talk shit about her with my other friend, and she would talk shit about me too, like, you know what I mean. So it's like we were kids, you know, and I got through that. I like literally, like, I was like, I realized how just negative that is, like negative frequency that brings you in your life, talking about other people and not like looking at yourself, you know what I mean? Because we're talking about other people, but why am I judging them or whatever? Like there's something in myself that I'm not fixing then, you know what I mean? So because everyone is a reflection of you, I have to see why I'm like hating on them or judging or whatever, or being jealous or envy or whatever. There's something about me, you know. So I just didn't find that a really, I don't know, like I just was like, all right, I understand, I respect your like I respect your decision, and I hope you a happy new year. And then we just never spoke again. And I just found it really like, wow, you would really cut me off like that because we were friends since we were 7 from church. We met each other from church, and then I didn't see her anymore. And then we saw each other again at school in 2011, I think. we were 11, 12 years old. And so we became friends again since that time, and since 2011 again we like stayed friends since 2021. So it's like it hurts, you know what I mean? Like even thinking about it, it's like that shit hurts because it's also like we were already, I think I manifested it or something, or like I spoke it in, I don't know, because we were also, I was also feeling like we were growing apart because she lived really far away from me, like 2.5 hours away from me, and she got pregnant. And I just had like, it's like we were in another place in our lives. But right now it's like I would love, I love kids. The fuck? Like I don't care if you're, if you have kids or not. Like I don't care that I can't relate that you change diapers or whatever. Like you're still a human being and you still matter. You know what I mean? And I will love your kids the same way that I love you. That has nothing to do with anything. So um back then I was obviously in another state of mind too, to let everything just and be ungrateful. You know, like I was just ungrateful, so I was just spewing like, oh, but I think we're already falling apart, and like I can't relate to her and blah blah blah. Like I literally said like maybe I um should just tell her like we're growing apart and whatever, and then this happens, you know. So I think it's just I made it happen myself or whatever. But when it happened, I was like, whoa, she really just doesn't want to be with me anymore. You know what I mean? I just hurt. It just really hurt. And recently, really funny, but her, what, like, their, her, my past friend too, that was in the same like years as us too. Like, eventually, I got to know her. She was around 2013. I got to know her. She was really good friends with me too. We would have really good time. We would laugh a lot. It was really fun always with her and stuff. Um I stopped talking to her too because it's like they were like second cousins or something. So they were really close with each other. So I stopped talking to her too because I thought maybe my friend would be talking shit about me to her. So she was like probably already like, nah, we don't talk to Valentina anymore. So um, I had a dream about her really randomly, like a month ago. I would say a month and a half ago by now, and she popped up in my dream, and I was like, the fuck. I woke up and I was like, why the fuck did I see her in my dream? That's so random, you know, like I haven't thought about her in years, you know. So then literally a week later, me and my girlfriend were in Germany. She texts me, bro. She literally texts me and is like apologizing for if she did something, for if she did something and stuff, and that she just hopes that she like saw my number, and she just hopes that I'm doing good and whatever. It was really cute text. And I saw it and I was like, what? Like, I told her, like, what? Like, I asked first, like, who was this? Because I was confused. Not gonna lie. I was like, who the fuck is this? And she was like, her name. And then I was like, what? Like, that's really kind of you to just text me. I really appreciate it. Like, wow. Like, I said her name and I was like, I really appreciated you texting me, and I'm so happy that you texted me and stuff. And I immediately like told her like you did nothing wrong. It was just a whole miscommunication with that other friend, you know. And I wish it didn't go like that because like my ego was really high and whatever. And now that I'm just another person, I wouldn't have done that right now. I wouldn't behave like that, you know what I mean? So I explained it to her and I was like, oh, it makes me really happy. And because you were also like always a really nice person, we vibed really well always. So um and we're gonna meet up. So I'm really excited about that. This straight off completely to a whole other conversation that I don't even know what we were talking about before. But oh, it is as it is. Um yeah. So everything came down to that conversation for some reason. But I'm just really excited. I'm happy. And because everything is just how it has to be. You know what I mean? Um, and I just know that it's here already. That's what it is. And what I'm doing every single day and how I'm moving and the things that I'm doing, as long as I stay aware, I know that I'm going good and I don't have to judge or worry myself or anything, because everything is how it's supposed to be, and everything is good and everything is vibing. Looking at myself how I was 1 year ago, girl, I was just like, I have videos, but the way that I look, girl, I was just gone. My eyes were had no like soul in them. Like I was just gone. I didn't want to be at the place that I was living because I was living with my ex. And I I can go in depth with everything that happened these past few years. Um Maybe one day I'll make a video about it. But it's like the the woning not me talking that. The housing situation here is like difficult to get a house and everything, but they told me like it can take up to 3 years, and then others were like, "Girl, you're not gonna get a house with that like low income and whatever." And it was like a lot. It was a lot. Um, there's a whole thing that goes with like getting housing and stuff, and it can take a lot, or you have to be able to make a lot of money to be able to just rent a house like privately. But I eventually it started to become really unsafe in that house, that I really thought that either I myself or I'm gonna be by them, you know what I mean? So I was really trying to keep calm every single day, and not think these negative thoughts that something will happen or whatever. But it was not getting better, and I really had to leave because I fell in love. Like fell in love with my girlfriend, and I just had to leave. I couldn't live there anymore. I couldn't live there anymore. I had broken up with this man since 2022, and it was just all roller coasters and like all these feelings of, I think we can make it work, and then no, we cannot make it work. Back and work, back and forth, and like trying to forget what happened in the past, but still being hurt, and seeing each other with so much hurt and not being able to go past it, and me also being fucking dumb because I was dealing with my sexuality too, and like I was just accepting all this physical abuse that happened, and emotional and sexual, like I was just ignoring it all, you know what I mean? So um I fell in love. I was in a really dark place when it happened too. But that happened, me realizing everything and my girlfriend accepting me for who I am, and my baggage for everything that I was going through. Um, for her trusting me that we are like, I'm literally like not in, like I'm literally, I just want to leave the place. And just don't want to live with my ex, and that we're literally not doing anything in that house because I put up a curtain and I was staying in the little room and he was sleeping in the living room, and I would just fucking bed rot there the whole fucking day because I was not working and I had nothing. I only had therapy and stuff. So every single day I was waking up with the feeling of wanting to die and actually wanting to do it every single day. You know, I was self mutilating myself and everything. And my girlfriend like helped me. She really like made me feel alive again and made me have like a spark of like, I think you can do that. You know what I mean? Like and it was really difficult, really difficult moment. But my point is, I was there in a really dark place, a lot of shit going on, and a lot of people telling me that you're not gonna get a house, it's gonna take long, or you're gonna have to go to an asylum, or you're gonna have to go to a how do you call those things? Not asylum, homeless shelter, or like opvang. I don't know how you say opvang, like where they like opvang for women. I don't know how you say opvang. Go search it up. But it's like a care center for women, and for like women that are in um not a safe space. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of women with children there, and a lot of women like trying to get away from their partners and stuff, and they help them have like a anonymous address, and like wipe their whole wherever they are, and just for them to be safe, because these people go after them and stuff. But so I had those options, I had like literally a lot of like negativity around me, and me also being in that space and stuff. But I um when I was staying with my girlfriend, I stayed with her for 3 months, but at a certain point I couldn't stay with her anymore because um her parents came back and they didn't know about us. So I had to just live with my ex again and be there and stuff, and it was like most miserable times. But I'm grateful for those times too, because I went through it. You know what I mean? Like I went through it, and I believed in myself. So I believed in myself, and the thing that happened was like I believed so strong, and I manifested it so hard, and I like believed and visualized it so much that I was gonna get a place, and I am here right now, and that I deserve it. You know what I mean? And it is gonna happen, and it's gonna happen. Literally one day before my girlfriend had to leave to get top surgery, she literally um we literally a day after my uh birthday, I got this house, and we were so happy because she could go at peace too. She could go like being like, okay, like my girlfriend is gonna have a place to go to, and we can like actually like be really serious about a relationship. You know what I mean? And tell her parents and everything, so because I have a place now and stuff. So we were really happy. She did it in peace, but I still had to stay there for 3 more months before I got this place. So that was still another challenge and stuff, but everything worked out. And now I'm going through this other like stage in my life, you know what I mean? And I'm just really grateful for it. Like you cannot like I couldn't back then. I didn't think that I would be like I mean I was thinking really hard to be there, but I was still going through so many things that I literally couldn't think as far as tomorrow's. Because and now I'm here, and I'm excited because I know there's so much that I'm gonna accomplish. There's so much that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get out of this shell that I am. Like I am not. I'm a beautiful, radiant person, and all the shyness and introvertedness and antisocial and all these negative thoughts that I have of myself, like they're only thoughts. You know what I mean? They are not who I am. They don't make me, So I am really grateful for where I am right now and how things are going, and I should really appreciate and trust the process, because I know everything is taken care of in a beautiful way, in a beautiful way, in a beautiful way. Everything happens for a reason, and everything is as it is. That's what I learned today. And Just trust, like just do, just be. You know what I mean? Like everything's taken care of. Like you see the world how you want to perceive it. Everything is only but an illusion. You can change it. I promise. You can change it. I changed it. And our time is not the same. You have to catch that frequency, you know? And you don't have to be a certain standard to receive your blessing. Yeah, like you don't have to be on top here already to like receive the things that you want. I received my blessing in the most depressing state ever. Like I was literally like I couldn't I needed this place. You know what I mean? Because if I wouldn't get it, I don't know where I would be. But here I am. You know what I mean? And I am finding myself and I'm loving myself and I'm being myself and I'm enjoying myself and I am I have started this again, you know, because every single time that I stopped and I didn't believe in myself, I felt this empty feeling of like this is what you always wanted to do, you know what I mean? Like you want to talk, you want to have people, you want to like you want to have them and like for y'all to talk and share and love each other. You know, you want to change, you want to do something, you want to do something, and that something is big. And I know this is the place where I always had to start. This is the place where I always had to start. And I believe in myself so hard. I believe in myself. And I like since yesterday or the day before, yesterday, I decided I'm gonna just purge a little bit from YouTube because like as in watching it because I felt like I was really getting a lot influenced by my insecurities and the things that I was seeing and stuff and I was really like I was just seeing a lot of people like complaining about YouTube and being like um you won't get money out of it, like don't do it, like we're stressing and we can't live like this anymore, YouTube is not the same. And then you have other influencers that are like living their life and they're showing their life and like whatever, so it's like really like up and down, everything is really up and down. And I start criticizing myself because I'm like what am I doing? Like, no one wants to watch YouTube anymore. And like, I'm just doing this. Like, I really believe in myself, but it's like, do I really believe in myself? Like, you know, and then I look at the other people and I'm like you don't look like that and you don't talk like that and sometimes you don't even know what we're talking about and you stutter or whatever the fuck, like, and you don't have that or you have this or like who do you think you are and whatever, like I start thinking really negatively whenever I'm on that app. But I think it depends also like what I look at because there's people that I genuinely enjoy looking at but I just can't see them anymore. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. It's like people are not there's not people that I'm vibing with again or something. Like I miss having someone where you can vibe with and that you you are friends and that they're just there, you know what I mean? And that's what I enjoy. I enjoy having and seeing other people. Like I enjoy humanity in general. Like we're so cute, you know what I mean? So and that's just what I think. And I have started to like look at anime again. Like I haven't seen anime in like I think since 2023 or something. Yeah, 2023. And I was really like a hardcore watcher. Like I would really watch I would really watch a lot and I just want to go back to it. I want to go back to because it's like I don't want to feel like I'm wasting time or something. But it's like I'm not wasting time. I can do what I want as long as I'm aware and I'm doing it consciously. You know what I mean? And I'm still having my things done, and nothing is like I don't want, I'm doing the things that I love, basically, that I'm still doing this, that I'm still eating properly, that I'm still going outside and like doing whatever I have to do, you know what I mean? But that I can just enjoy the way that I want to experience my life, the way that I just want to sit here and just watch my anime and just have some fucking fun again, because that's who I was since I was like 13. I just enjoyed watching my anime. You know what I want? Like, I enjoyed gaming. I want to go back to being excited to game again. I want to go back to being excited to grab the controller and like play without having to even mind a voice in my head saying like you're wasting your time, and like look at you, like what do you like, like you should like be creative and go paint or go outside or something, or like whatever the fuck. Like, I want to just enjoy myself doing that right now, and I'm allowed to. The fuck, I want to experience myself doing that right now. And I promise you, if I have if I live somewhere with nature outside, I would love to be in it, of course. I'm not throwing that away, obviously. But I mean, like, if I wanna live somewhere with beautiful nature, but I also want to game, then I'm allowed to game, and I'm allowed to play and watch anime or whatever. Like, I want to go back to that feeling of me being 14, 15, and being so excited for the other episode to have come out. Being so excited to watch Mirai Nikki or like Tokyo Ghoul or Attack on Titan or Hunter x Hunter or whatever the fuck it was that I was looking back then. You know what I mean? Like, being excited to like seeing Death Note for the first time, or like any other, like crying over like Studio Ghibli movies or whatever the fuck it is, like being excited again and feeling like a child and being curious and allowing myself to be and not judge myself. I felt that I was getting so stiff, like my body just is so stiff because I'm like always really anxious, like behaving a certain way or something, like I'm behaving like the way I'm supposed to behave or some shit. You know what I mean? I want to let that go, like let that go, let that shit go. Like, your body needs to move for it to flow. You know what I mean? And I want to go back to feeling alive. Like I'm feeling alive. Like I want to be alive, and I want to feel alive, and I am alive. And this is just the way that I want to experience myself. And everything is as it is.